Chapter 5th, Decision Making and Branching. Introduction. C program is a set of statements which are normally executed sequentially in the order in which they appear. It means in the sequence the program is executed. This happens when no repetitions of certain calculations are necessary. However, we have a number of situations where we may have to change the order of execution of statements based on certain conditions, or repeat a group of statements until certain specified conditions are met. This involves a kind of decision making to see whether a particular condition has occurred or not, and then direct the computer to execute certain statements accordingly. C language possesses such decision making capabilities and support the following statement known as the control or decision making statements. There are decision making statements. Four types are there: if statement, switch statement, conditional operator statement, go to statement. Decision making with if statement. The if statement is a powerful decision making statement and is used to control the flow of execution of statements. It's basically a two-way decision and is used in conjunction with an expression. It takes the form if test expression. It allows the computer to evaluate this expression first, and then depending on whether the value of the expression or condition is true or false, it transfers the control to a particular statement. This point of program has two paths to follow, one for the true condition and the other for the false condition, as shown below. Flowchart of if is simple if statement. Here there is a program flow, and then it will check if there is a test expression. If it is true, it will go to the true block statement, otherwise it will go to the false statement block. The if statement may be implemented in different form depending on the complexity of conditions to be tested. One simple if statement, next if else statement, then nested if else statement, else if ladder. First is simple if statement. The general format of a simple if statement is if test expression, statement block, next is statement X. The statement block may be a single statement or a group of statement. If the test expression is true, the statement block and the statement X are executed in sequence. Otherwise, the statement block will be skipped and the execution will jump to the statement X. Here it means if the test expression is false, directly it will come to the statement X. Illustration of if statement. Here one simple example is there. So what we did is main is the main function, then opening brace, a b c d are the integer values, and ratio it is a type of variable float. Printf enter 4 integer values. If you are asking to enter the values, so we use the scanf function here, a b c d. We are checking with the if condition here, if c minus d is not equal to 0. I took the values of a b c d as 100, 200, 400 and 300. 400 minus 300, c minus d. It is 400 minus 300 is 100. 100 is not equal to 0. It is not equal to 0. It will check the condition. Ratio is equal to float of a plus b by float of c minus d. Then it will calculate the ratio, and the value of ratio is appeared here. Next is the if else statement. The syntax for if else statement is if test expression, then execute the true block statement, else come to the false block statement, then execute the statement X. Here if the test expression is true, the true block statement are executed, otherwise false block statements are executed. In either case, either true or false block will be executed, not both. In both the cases, the control is transferred subsequently to statement X. It means if the expression is true, it will execute the true block statement and then follows the statement X. If the expression is false, it will come to the else part. It will execute the statements and then the statement X will be executed. Here this is the flowchart for the if else statement. If test expression is true, it will go to the true block statement. Otherwise, if the test expression is false, it will go to the false block statement and then statement X is executed. When a series of decisions are involved, then use of more than one if-else statement is nested form is as follows. If test condition 1, if it is true, again what it does, it will test the condition 2. If test condition 2, if it is true, statement 1 will be executed. If it is false, test condition 2 is false, as part of statement 2 will be executed and statement X will be executed. Suppose if test condition 1 is in the beginning only, if it is false, it will directly come to the else part and statement 3 following the statement X will be executed. It's shown in the flow chart. If the condition 1 is false, the statement 3 will be executed. Otherwise, it continues to perform the second test. If the condition 2 is true, the statement 1 will be evaluated. Otherwise, the statement 2 will be evaluated and the control is transferred to the statement X. Here use of else if ladder. There is one simple program. Main is the function we are beginning, and here units and customer number, customer number, these are the two integer of data type integer. Charges is of type float. Printf, what it will print, enter customer number and unit consumed. We are using the scanf to take value from the user. So customer number and units, if we are entering, it will check if the unit, if you are giving, is less than or equal to 200. Suppose 100 is less than equal to, unit is 100 is less than equal to 200, it is less than, not equal to. So it will calculate charges is equal to 0.5 into units. Suppose if you give the unit as 350, like that, it will check the condition. First it is not there, it will come to the second part. Because 300 is greater, it will come to the else if part. 350 is less than or equal to 400, it is less than. So it will calculate this one of the condition is true, so it will come to the next statement, charges is equal to 100 plus 0.65 into units minus 200. Here priority of operators we studied. So 100 plus 0.65, you should keep it as it is, and into is there. Here units minus 200, here it will calculate and then multiply this with the 0.65, then add to the 100. We will see the output in the next slide. So here is the output. If you enter the customer number and units, suppose if I enter the customer number as 1, it will check the conditions and the charges comes to 590 rupees. If enter the customer number and units, if the customer number is 2 and the units are 300, then it will go to the which condition is satisfied with the else part, then it will give the result as 165 rupees. Thanks for watching.